Alright, we're back a day and a half later. Yesterday, my GoPro took all day to upload, so I didn't capture any footage while I worked on various parts of the bus. And the day before that, in the middle of filming, my battery had died, and I didn't have time to recharge them before finishing working on what I was working on. So, I took down this panel and the insulation for it, which was in part of the last footage. Started taking off some of these so I can expose the beams, so I can cut in the different spots that I'm going to be cutting to save and remove some windows. And my latest thing, or the thing I'm going to be working on in a moment, is picking up this AC unit. Currently I have this very sophisticated setup here, and my hope is, after taking out these rivets, I can ease it down onto this and then ease it down onto some other lower step, since I'm doing pretty much everything on my own like I usually do. I don't know if I can actually hold this up while removing the supports. So this thing will catch it. I'm gonna strap this down. Inadvertently, but fortunately, already hooked around that lever. All right. Okay, awesome. Not that heavy after all, actually. Okay, so it looks like this is the wiring for the lights in the back, most likely, and I'm guessing that because this part goes down behind the door, basically is tangled around the Freon line. So I'll need to cut this wiring, I guess. It goes down to the tail lights. So I'm going to just cut this right side wiring. Either I'll electrocute myself on video, or it'll all be fine. And a problem for me to fix later when I do the other wiring. The whole point of this was that these are probably full of Freon still, which is illegal to just release into the atmosphere. And I also thought I might still use this AC unit. Just need to be able to insulate this first and raise the whole roof. Ow. So, I'm trying to damage as little of it as possible, because hopefully a lot of it can just be plugged right back in. If you don't know what wires you're dealing with, don't do this. I'm not a licensed electrician. I'm not an expert. I have done a lot of electrical work on properties that I've owned in the past, but that in no way makes me an expert or a liable source in case you hurt yourself doing this. Yay. I turned it at the last second so it didn't slice into the wire. I was getting impatient and I decided to cut, and then it started to slip out and I moved it at the last second so it didn't come down on this. First, go. Getting ready to prep for welding, probably tomorrow. Alright, it's been a few days. I did a bunch of work, but I didn't get to film some of it. So I went and got lots of material for the raise, which is pretty much the very next thing. Today I'm going to be working on doing the final preparations before welding tomorrow. Right, day before doing the roof raise, or at least the first part of the roof raise. I would be working on that earlier, but there was a snag. My 100-foot extension cord did not fit, so I'm going to go get another 25 or 50 feet. So we're going to work on cutting the last few superficial cuts here and there, and then when I'm doing the raise, there'll be a lot less prep work to do. Preparations for the roof raise. I started to cut on the roof. decided I'm actually going to go across here. I'm headed to start drilling holes, and cut here, stop here, drill another hole. I'll cut this in a little while, drill another hole, cut down. I'm going to go down this way to this X here. Since I'm not keeping this window or that window, we're going to cut in the middle of these beams and then go across, cut up, and then cut down to stagger the cuts for better stability. Now what? Ooh, messy in here. Okay.
Something sounds well battery. What's that?
I don't want to be here anyways.
Good dog.
Oh, it's hot. Oh, ouch. Oh, yeah. Friction. Oops.